My name is Chief Sean Lockridge with Alabama State Bureau of Investigation. I'm the chief. I would ask, as this investigation and this question and answer session, ask questions till we get done. On Monday, June 23rd, special agents with the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, State Bureau of Investigation, working in close coordination with the Alabama Attorney General's Office, 12th Judicial Circuit District Attorney's Office, the 19th Circuit District Attorney's Office, and multiple local law enforcement agencies executed a series of search warrants, several CBD specialty stores and vape shops located in Troy, Clanton, Wetumpka, and Montgomery. Beginning at approximately 10 a.m., search warrants were executed at 3 stores in the 1000 block of US 231 in Troy, Enterprise stores located in the 1600 blocks of Boll-Weevil Circle and 1000 block of Rucker Boulevard. Clanton stores in the 500 block of 7th Street North and the 2000 block of 7th Street South. Wetumpka, 1 store located in the 4000 block of US 231. And 1 store in Montgomery in the 6400 block of Atlanta Highway. This operation was a result of a nearly year-long operation and investigation, sale of plant materials that contained illegal levels of THC, products that were being sold over the counter to customers, which was a complete violation of Alabama law. Clear. Current Alabama law states that products that contain less than 0.3% of Delta-9 THC. That is the threshold set by the U.S. Congress in the Agricultural Improvement Act of 2018, and also is known as the 2018 Farm. During the course of this investigation, special agents and local enforcement officers conducted multiple controlled purchases to analyze and determine THC content of substances after receiving numerous complaints of certain CBD specialty stores and vape shops that were violating the marijuana law. Based on those findings, search warrants were executed. Significant quantities of marijuana, drug paraphernalia, and other illegal drug-related items were seized. Those items are now being inventoried. However, we've brought a sample which was seized to give everyone an idea of the types of products we're talking about. Ongoing investigation, no arrests have been made at this time. However, this evidence collected this week represents a major step forward in holding these businesses accountable and protecting the health and safety of our communities. I want to take a moment to thank our partners in this operation: the Alabama Attorney General's Office, the Alabama Drug Task Force, the 12th Circuit District Attorney's Office, the 19th Circuit District Attorney's Office, the FBI, the Coffee County and Chilton County Sheriff's Office, police departments in Clanton, Enterprise, Troy, Montgomery, and Wetumpka. This operation was truly a team effort, and their commitment and professionalism were instrumental in its success. Next, I'd like to introduce the Director of the State Bureau of Investigation, Director Chris Avenant.
Morning, everyone. I want to take a minute to clarify our positions on 2 important legal and public safety points related to the material. Under the 2018 U.S. Farm Bill, industrial hemp was removed from the federal controlled substances list. Law defines hemp as any part of the cannabis plant that contains no more than 0.3% THC. Anything over that amount is not legal hemp. Kind of clever packaging or marketing is going to change that. Past several years, state prosecutors wrestled and were kind of unclear on exactly how to enforce this issue. Products were not regulated. Some kind of labeling on the package indicated the products complied with the U.S. Farm Bill. Laboratory and testing now have the ability to bring these materials back to an ALEA facility, determine the THC content through a presumptive analysis. Not an attempt to target small business owners and put them out. Search warrants were the results of numerous complaints, as the chief mentioned earlier, by law enforcement. It became a public safety concern for us. Products with these high levels of THC easily be mistaken by young people or consumed by individuals unaware of the risk. They can impair your ability to drive and lead to failed drug tests at work, even if the product is marketed as legal. Parents, I would ask you to remain vigilant. Products and products that contain THC, such as gummies, chips, or candies, and business owners should exercise caution regarding these products and are legally responsible for ensuring that the items on their shelves comply with state laws, regardless of what the packaging claims.
I'd like to introduce Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall.
I want to first highlight what has been a continuing and fruitful partnership with ALEA. Secretary Taylor, thank you for your leadership. I think you've seen what we've done here in Montgomery with Max. I think it's reflective of when law enforcement gathers that good things can. This is just a continuation of that partnership. The effort that is being described today is one that was generated by complaints from communities across our state. Individuals who identified what they believe were illegal products being sold, and in fact this investigation has confirmed it. And let's make it abundantly clear, this is not hemp, this is marijuana. And when field tested for purposes of probable cause, THC levels exponentially higher than would otherwise be lawful under the Farm Bill. This is an illegal marijuana operation, despite the labeling. Despite what may be represented, this is illicit drugs. And as opposed to going to a local drug dealer to buy your marijuana, this was going to a storefront. Either way, it's illegal activity for which we will be vigilant in making sure that we enforce. I commend those that were involved. I would say that this investigation continues, but let's make sure that we're calling it what it is. This is not a seizure of hemp. This is a seizure of illegal marijuana.
Thank you, sir. Next person I'd like to introduce is District Attorney James Tarbox.
Morning. I'm James Tarbox, the District Attorney for the 12th Judicial Circuit, which is Coffee and Pike counties. The matter started for us back in early February when I was contacted by the Troy Police Department about products being sold out of multiple smoke shops in the city. Plant material labeled. I confirmed with the Enterprise Police Department that the same products were being sold in the city of Enterprise. None of us in law enforcement believed that the products were actually legal. By mid-February, I had contacted the Attorney General's office, and by the end of February, the Attorney General's office, the State Bureau of Investigation, local law enforcement in the 12th our office were meeting to action as part of this overall investigation. The scope of the operation and other areas of the state being looked at, I asked the Attorney General's office to take the lead, with our office supporting the operation. I want to thank Marshall, Secretary Taylor, Director and Advocate, the Troy Police Department, Enterprise Police Department, Coffee County Sheriff's Office, State Bureau of Investigation Office in Region B. It's not about hemp. It's not about CBD. It's not about HB 445. When you have a billboard that says dispensary grade THC, that means one thing to me. You're selling marijuana. When you have a billboard that says, inhale the good stuff, that means one thing to me. You're selling marijuana. When your business is selling synthetic urine and drug screen masking agents, that means one thing to me. You're up to no good. It's about protecting the public and upholding the rule of law here in the state of Alabama. One of the businesses in Enterprise had a memo for its employees that said there were no laws in the state of Alabama about selling THC products to minors, and that they would sell these products to minors if their parents had given approval. Some of these minors were on a list where they could come in and buy these products without having to have a parent present. I want to be clear, this is absolutely a false assertion, and it is absolutely illegal under Alabama law to distribute THC products to minors. Had they been caught selling these plant materials you see in front of you that have tested positive for marijuana and not hemp, it would be a Class A felony under the laws of the state of Alabama. I appreciate everyone who's been involved in this operation, and we will unapologetically enforce the laws of the state of Alabama in the 12th.
Thank you. I would like to now introduce Secretary Hal Taylor.
Morning. I just want to take a moment to emphasize what this operation means, not just in terms of law enforcement success, in terms of our duty to law and protect. That's the main thing, is the concern of the kids and the products who think have a certain percentage of THC, or who knows what's in these. They're not regulated by FDA. We don't know what's in there. It is a concern, and should be, to parents and kids out here. The operation was led by ALEA's SBI, and with strong support from federal, state, city departments and sheriff's departments. We couldn't have done it without them. I want to express my appreciation to every agency here. They were a huge help. I also want to thank Governor Ivey and the state legislature for law enforcement agencies' mission: serve and protect. That means enforcing the law fairly and firmly, no matter how long the investigation takes or what jurisdiction. Proud of the work we've done here, but we're mindful that there is same diligence and determination that you've seen here today. All of you here today, thank you for your time. Thank you for your coverage and continued partnership in working.
All right, this time I'll open up for questions. Ongoing, we're in the early process of everything. Or a representative of one of the 8 stores. Products that are shown were well above the legal limit. As far as our enforcement, we're always continuing our investigations. We're against marijuana being sold illegally in the state. That's the bottom line. That's what we're against. we're going to discuss that with our law enforcement partners, the district attorneys, the attorney general's office and all that, but yes, we anticipate. Had some tests done, and they were 3 to 4 times over the legal limit. Cash seized. Absolutely. I think we continue that with our law enforcement partners across the state. We've got school resource officers that are involved in school systems, your local police departments, your state police agencies. We're always continually trying to educate the public and educate students about the dangers of drugs.
That was passed by the legislature doesn't impact that definitional section of marijuana.
Okay. Could I ask one more question?
Yes, ma'am, we'll wrap it up on that, please.
Yes, ma'am.
In concerns with the DUIs, in 2022-23, the Alabama forensics showed that THC was the #1 intoxicant for DUIs and automobile deaths. First time ever, 2023-24, 22-23. Do you know if the 23-24 numbers are in yet for that?
I'm not sure about those numbers.
Okay. But that's very alarming.
It is very alarming.
We'd like to thank everyone for your time and attendance here. Thank you very much.